Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, friends, we're back and we're working with the wisdom of the Yoga Sutras, trying to find a little snippet here and there, and we're trying to find a new word for snippet. And send those words to me, please, please. I need to create better language skills, become more precise with the things that I'm saying. Language is power. We talked about Avidyā yesterday. Remember, Avidyā is one of the kleshas. It's that root klesha, and it means ignorance. And where do we find our ignorance? We find our ignorance in these 4 misperceptions. We believe in what's impermanent, and we think it's permanent. We chase things that are impure and think they're pure. We look at what's painful, we chase what's painful and think it's pleasant. Or duḥkha, we start to push away the painful, intense moments. Sukha, we crave those pleasant moments. And then finally, we look at the non-self as the self, the changing parts about us, the body, the mind, rather than digging deep. Going deep inside. Remember, Atta Yoga Anushāsanam, letting the yoga develop from the inside out. We then don't realize our true, unchanging inner nature, maybe that spirit inside. But now let's move along. Chapter 2, verse 6. Drik darshana shaktyo ekatmateva Asmitā. All right. So now we move on to this, the concept of ego or egoism. What is the definition of this according to Patañjali? This brings us back to a little bit of the Purusha Sankhya philosophy a little bit. There's a couple different definitions, interpretations of this sutra, but again, Satchidananda, I just like coming back to him. He's mostly simple for me. And here it is. Egoism is the identification, as it were, of the power of the seer. That's Purusha, with that of the instrument of seeing, the body of the mind. So the ego arises when we misidentify the seer, our pure consciousness, with the instrument of seeing. So the intellect and the mind, and then the physical apparatus of seeing. So there's this confusion. Let's think about how this might look in life. Like, how does it manifest for us, this concept of Asmitā? Can you see yourself in this statement? Well, actually, you can probably see someone else in it. That's how I see it. I always see the ego in someone else before I see it myself. But what about some statements like this? I am my job. I am my achievements. I am my possessions. There's this over-identification with the role that we might have in our life or in our society. And in that, I start to believe I am a paramedic. I am a yogi. I am a grumpy paramedic. I'm an edgy yogi. None of this is the true self. This is the misidentification. And we suffer emotionally because of the attachments and the expectations that we have based on an identity that is not real. And again, it goes back to Avidyā, this idea of ignorance. So we become reactive, we become defensive, and we feel our ego is threatened with something that's not even real. And so this, again, is one of the kleshas, one of those mental afflictions, in this case, Asmitā, that starts to manifest in our way, often very, very unconsciously. When you go out into the rest of your day, consider this. What are some of the I, me minds that I'm claiming? What am I claiming, and are they true? This is me. This is I. I am an engineer. I am a pilot. I am an accountant. Could we reflect? Could you reflect? I will reflect on the absolute truth of this statement. Is this true? Is this who I am? And if it's who you are, great. But what if we open the door to understanding? Open the door to a greater wisdom and knowledge. Ooh, some of this is heavy. And this after Pete was just telling me to keep it light. Oh my goodness. Friends. Just let your mind percolate. No big deal. We know what we know. We go where we go. And always remember, don't let the yoga get you down. Thanks for listening, friends. You're making my day. I hope this makes yours a little better. Om. Peace out. And for the post show note, if you could give it a share with the friends, give us a 5-star review, You be my superstar. Peace out.